All right, John, would you like the storage one or?
Uh, yeah, we pretty much covered a lot of that. Um, Teams is integrated with OneDrive and with SharePoint, and it makes sharing files and having a central repository for files uh, a really convenient way to do things. Keith touched on the wiki piece, and and OneNote. We didn't really touch on OneNote, but OneNote is integrated. Uh, yeah, OneNote is integrated, and it helps to yeah.
OneNote is a tool that people have heard of, but not a lot of folks have ventured down the use trail with OneNote. OneNote is very good for kind of free form information sharing. I actually use OneNote. I have an iPad and I take notes by hand, so I've tried to go paperless. But those notes that I take on my iPad, I'm able to access from my actual workstation. So if I'm out in a meeting or doing any kind of customer-based interactions, that information is available to me from my workstation when I return to the office. So OneNote kind of provides that platform that is, I don't know if ubiquitous is the right word, but it allows you to share across different platforms, phone, tablet, PC, any of that. But it also allows you to group that information. And that might be the biggest thing from kind of the store slide is that you have the ability to group and manage your data or that information that you're sharing. So for example, if we have a team that chat going on and we have things in our world that are like maybe network diagrams or documentation of workstations or those types of things, it allows us to take that information and put it into that conversation or into that team. If John and I are interacting on something, let's say we're just producing some kind of a document for NetV Pro internally, and he and I are working on it together, we can take that document and put it in our chat session. So that file is actually within a chat session. So John and I can reference it. We don't need to keep attaching it in emails, going back and forth. It really allows us to take that information, put it in a spot, and work on it collaboratively, and have it, I don't know if I want to say sorted, but have it organized in a way that makes sense. If you're an organization that has people working together on different things, that information being put together is really a handy thing. You don't have to go back through and look through an email and go, oh, here's this attachment, here's that attachment. You can look in the files and it's right there.
Yep. I figured that'd be a good transition point.
Yeah, good segue. Yep.
So what he was mentioning there too, where one click of a button, I'm sending a document from myself into John or myself onto that entire team. The other awesome thing is you're also able to share it from yourself. So especially right now, with a lot of people working from home, you're able to send it from your work computer back to your home computer or even onto your mobile phone, whether that's iPhone or Android. You're able to take a lot of these Word documents, Excel documents, bring them with you on the fly, and just send them right to that device. So you're not just stuck on the one machine anymore, which is really, really nice.
And the interesting thing is that knits all of it together. So if you even think about the work that we were all doing today, maybe we were doing some stuff in Word, maybe we're doing some stuff in Excel, maybe we had some web-based things that we're doing. Now we have to stop doing that, and then we log into our Zoom call, and we have all these credentials we're logging in, and we're doing these different things. Well, the thing about Teams is that it kind of brings it together in a suite. So, I can work in Teams, and if I wanted to, get a hold of, let's say, for example, my super customer Kathy wants to add me to their thing. Hi, Kathy. And we wanted to have a call where she needs to interact. We can do that with Teams, and we don't have to stop the course or the flow of our normal business, our normal activities. We can just get in Teams, have that meeting, interact, and it's a natural part of your business, part of your workflow. You don't have that start and stop and start this application, stop that application. It's all kind of together in one spot. It kind of is an intuitive flow. It really, I wear my headset all day. right? Because I have calls after calls and different interactions and stuff. That's because of Teams. That has completely changed the way my day operates. Just those types of interactions that allow you to, number one, share communication, and number two, share information very easily.
Another way that I personally use Teams is I have a desktop at home and I have a work laptop. And when I have things in Teams or SharePoint or OneDrive, those things are all synced between the two machines. So I can be on my home machine working my normal day, go out to a client site with some information that I put on my home machine, fire up my work laptop, and guess what? All that information's right there. It's right there for me to use when I need it, how I need it. It's handy as heck.
Yep. Well, and that's the other piece, is just the intuitive nature. There's things about, I don't know if, we might have some SharePoint users. SharePoint, well, it was kind of cool and kind of neat. There's some less than intuitive parts of it. Microsoft has done a good job with Teams to make a lot of these interactions intuitive. There's still, there's still things that are a little bit clunky, but by and large, the communications and the tools are pretty intuitive. They've done a good job of addressing a lot of those usability challenges.